In the early 1960s, Roy Orbison was one of the most popular singers in the world. 9 top 10 songs between 1960 and 1964. To get an idea of his rank in show business, the Beatles were Roy Orbison's opening act in 1963. Elvis Presley once called him the greatest singer in the world. Roy Orbison was a classic.
You know, I used to think that legend was a synonym for old, you know.
I don't think there's any question in anybody's mind that he's one of the most influential singer-songwriters in pop music history. I mean, you can go through a list that would include John Fogerty, Bruce Springsteen, just a raft of people whose styles were deeply influenced by Roy's composing and singing.
Orbison sold over 30 million records in the 60s. Classics like Only the Lonely, Oh Pretty Woman, Running Scared, and Crying. Many of his greatest hits were written with fellow Texan Joe Melson.
Everybody wants to be dramatic at one time in their life. We design songs that fulfill that purpose, and that's why these songs are loved, and they continue to be loved. They totally express a person's feelings when they're crying, and when they're lonely. You are able to exert yourself through this style. I'm crying. Only the lonely know the way I feel. You can express this dramatic self that's in everybody at a given time in a certain situation.
We knew he was unique. We knew he was great. We knew he was a great writer. But you can't predict the worldwide acceptance that he had for anyone, I don't believe. Otherwise, that's all you'd sign.
Roy Orbison was a singer's singer, a first-generation rock and roller. His vocal style had a powerful influence.
He was a great singer. He worked hard at it. He kept himself in good shape. He stayed off of the drugs, stayed off of the booze, and Roy worked very hard.
The purity in his voice is something that you don't hear much at all anymore, and how effortlessly he sings.
Roy was, as I said, an entertainer's entertainer. Everyone loved to hear Roy Orbison sing. His ease, the way he hit his notes, just knocked everyone out. You know, he could just go up and hit a real high note with greatest of ease, and it just he did it with so much ease and with so much pleasure. It was just something that you never forgot.
His trademark dark sunglasses and mountain climbing ballads will always be remembered. Roy Orbison did not have the storybook life that many may think. Yes, he had great success with his music, but his personal life at times was marked by the greatest tragedies. He lost 2 small sons in a fire. His wife Claudette died a year earlier in 1966 in a motorcycle accident. Like so many of his rock and roll peers, Orbison suffered while he brought happiness to millions of others. Roy Orbison has been discovered now by this latest music generation, but his musical gifts will continue to be enjoyed by his fans all around the world who never forgot his unique combination of country music and rock and roll.